What are you watching?
An old samurai movie.
Why is it black and white? It's 2020. And why is it in Japanese? How do you even understand this?
I just read the subtitles.
But it's not a book, it's a movie. I don't understand. Like, why would you want to watch something black and white? Like, why wouldn't you want to watch it in color? Color is everything. I understand that back in the days, like a long time ago, they used to watch stuff that were black and white. But again, it is 2020. And then on top of that, with the subtitles, like, doesn't it hurt your brain to, I don't know, watch a movie and read something at the same time? Like, that just makes no sense.
I'm sure that many of you prefer to watch films that are familiar to what you know and that's in the language that you already understand. And hey, I get that. But exposing yourself to foreign films can give you a different outlook on different cultures, how they differ, and how similar they can be. And in my opinion, we get some of our best movies from Asia. Many American filmmakers are heavily inspired by a lot of Asian cinema and continue to study their filmmaking techniques and apply them to their own films. So in today's episode of Movie Night, we're going to explore some of the best Asian films to watch from the comfort of your home. Earlier this year, the Korean film Parasite won Best Picture at the Oscars, leaving American audiences go, wait, I have to read the subtitles to watch this movie? But trust me, with Parasite, which you can find on Hulu, it's definitely worth it. This movie follows the Kim family, a poor family in South Korea doing anything they can to make money and survive. They find a rich family called the Parks and plot to manipulate the Parks in order to get jobs from them. But as they continue to scheme their way into work, information comes to light that reveals some hidden secrets about the Parks' home. It's best to go into this film knowing absolutely nothing. That way when the twists do come, you're completely floored and left guessing as to what will happen next. This film goes from being lighthearted and funny to being dark and anxiety-inducing. Parasite also offers a fantastic look at the symbiotic and even parasitic class structures between the rich and poor in South Korea. And even though this is a film that is unique to South Korea, a lot of its messages about class issues can be seen as universal, showing that people from different parts of the world can be dealing with very similar problems. You can't talk about Asian cinema without discussing the Japanese filmmaker Akira Kurosawa. Kurosawa has gone on to inspire some of the most prominent American filmmakers like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. Not only is he prominent in the history of Asian filmmaking, but he's also prominent in filmmaking around the world. And if you want to start watching his films, then I recommend you start with Yojimbo, which you can find on HBO Max. Yojimbo is a Ronin samurai film that follows a traveling warrior who wanders into a town in the middle of a gang war. He decides to play both sides in order to milk out as much money as he can from both warring factions. This is a fun film to watch with some great samurai action, and a lot of what you see in this film has gone on to inspire American westerns. A lawless land filled with criminals, a vagabond looking for any chance to gain money, the epic duels. The parallels between the two genres are hard to miss. In fact, this film was the direct inspiration for the Dollars trilogy starring Clint Eastwood, so if you love those movies, then Yojimbo was required viewing. Zhang Yimou was a Chinese filmmaker known mainly for his stylized and colorful wuxia action films. With his most recent film Shadow, which you can find on Netflix, he delivers on some more incredible action. What makes this film different from his other wuxia films is the lack of color. Every piece of costuming and set design is drenched in black and white to resemble Chinese calligraphy and the yin and yang symbol. It's visually jaw-dropping, and when the action comes in and the characters begin bleeding, it makes for a striking image to see the monochromatic production design juxtaposed with the crimson red blood. The action scenes are wildly creative. This is a film where characters use razor-sharp umbrellas as weapons. Yeah, you heard that right. Razor-sharp umbrellas. These umbrellas are used in a way that defies physics. To some, this may break their immersion, but if you go along with the film's flow, then you're in for a good time. And the story has a lot of political intrigue. It's a story about rivaling kingdoms fighting over a city. A military commander has a plan to take the city back, but due to being badly wounded in a previous duel, this commander has to use a body double in order to execute his plans. Shadow has a unique visual style, creative action sequences, and political intrigue that rivals Game of Thrones. There's no way you can't have fun with this one.
So, dude, what are you watching?
Just an old samurai movie. Hey, you like foreign films, right?
Well, I like Naruto.
Well, that's better than nothing. Hold on. What are you doing?
Fireball Jutsu.
So now you have an opportunity to break out of your comfort zone and watch something that is completely foreign to you. Make sure you join us next time on Movie Night when you're looking for your next binge watch.